Smudge Monkey, good morning. Mimi, are you ready to go poopies?
That's it.
So reluctant. Come on, Chops.
He just goes to dead weight. Sit. Feet up. Swing in. Pull in. See. Up. Oh, you're the best at this. Great girl.
You gonna carry me down too? So is that a no?
No.
Fine. Do it myself then. Hachi has found a stick, and I think she may be compensating. Hachi!
I want that!
Luna, show me. Luna! Size of her stick, size of his stick. Chris?
Yes.
That's a good question.
What
But
is your
Jasper
question?
asked me and I couldn't answer. Are polar bears...
Polar bells!
Try that again. Are polar bears left-handed? Jasper asked me and I couldn't really answer that.
They're not anything because they've got paws, haven't they?
But are they left-handed? You guys are mad. I see you.
She's hiding like a bernese.
Here's Luna, a fine specimen who cannot and has not figured out how to drink water. Whenever she has a drink, it's like a waterfall goes through the boat. And then this one comes in and walks all over it, but it's okay because she's adorable! She's adorable, she is. Oh, she's a good girl.
Nice and smooth. That's now upright in column. We've used the uplift as a wee hold back. We've just got the mast back up. Oh, they're never not stressful, especially the mast this size. And we had a bit of a challenge with this this backstay. It was a little short, it could be a little longer, but we managed to stretch it back and get it in. So that's good. Mast's up. I have to admit, Kevin at Coast to Coast's done a dandy job here. Look at these beauties. Stylock 12mm. Looks a lot better than what was there. So everything seems to be fitting okay. The Genoa forestay all went in okay, nice and pinned. The baby stay, a little bit of a clash with our new lights up there. But I went up and just tweaked that out of the way when I went up to disconnect the crane. So Kevin's going to come back and sort out the tension in the intermediates for us and do a bit of tuning. But dog seal of approval. God. I'm so glad that's over with. I hate mast putting up, especially on big boats. But it's done. So we should be back in the water today around maybe 3-4 o'clock. Hallelujah. bit I hate the most. It's a really steep slip, and I always feel like the centre of gravity of the boat goes over the back wheel. So I'm going to go running to the front. Don't know what I'm doing with intermediates, but they are very floppy and I don't want them to be floppy, so before Kevin gets here I'm gonna make them a bit tighter. I can already see, I need to hold that one as well, it's a bit of a fiddly one, that I'm watching that, making sure that's not rotating. But that's better than it flopping around, so I'm going to leave it at that so that Kevin can come back and do the real thing. And put the split pins back in. I mind that's better than leaving the mast with floppy intermediates when we leave her on the mooring. So these spreader ends, I've never had a boat with spreader ends like this. It took me ages to figure out what was going on here. It's a Sparkcraft. This is like a cup. Stem ball, toggle, pin. And this pin goes through this cup underneath. And you can see it if I point down a bit. You can sort of see the cup. So yeah, I'm used to simpler rigs than this. Let's see if we can get this intermediate tensioned up a bit. It's always counterintuitive with bottle screws, counterclockwise to tighten. And I'll just hold that one while we go. I've got my spanner with me. See, that's not rotating for now. I'll just get it up a bit nipped and let Kevin come with his rigging gauges and decades of experience, because safety first. Because decades of experience of this kind of rig is not me. Oh, a rust on that, Kevin. But you're not giving me duff wire. Don't know if you can hear the birds. We get a lot of birds here and they make the coolest noises. There's it kind of goes, oh, it's so cool. Oh. Oh! Here we are, top deck, Ragdoll's mast. So we've got a B&G wired wind instrument to go on here. A nice new Windex sinks to the yard, that was good of them. See-me radar reflector, VHF. So that's good, we're on the scene and do what we need to do. I'm going to get myself set up. So I put the wind instrument over my back like this on a string, because I'm thinking that was probably the best way to prevent it from getting damaged on the way up. Let's see if I've done it. Yeah, that's looking okay. So rotating freely, instruments running. There we go. Whoops. What I want to do, I think I want to put the cable on first. So let's do that. Okay, it's a bit flat, like that. I think wind instruments, because they're on the end of such a long wire, they typically make these the terminators for NME 2000 network. So this is a terminator, and none of our instruments were talking to each other because I think this was missing. Funny how they design it like that. It could be a bit more damage tolerant.
Well, good morning. We have finally launched. We're in Rue getting some fuel and taking Ragdoll for a bit of a test drive. Chris is... What are you doing? Put your fuel in.
No, I'm lunging.
What?
Sorry, that's a bit creepy.
It's a bit creepy.
We're putting a bit of fuel in because we're worried that the tank's quite low. It says half on the gauge, but I don't trust the gauge, so I'm just dumping in a few jerry cans before we go. We can't get onto the fuel dock here at Rue because the tide's so low. So this is how it will have to be. And then
So we've got what, 2 jerry cans, don't we?
yeah, 40 litres, 4 litres an hour, a good few hours of fuel in that. So happy enough.
So it's a lovely, miserable day in Scotland, as always. It's raining, and it has rained pretty much almost non-stop for the last couple of days. So, meh. Oh. Doggies are happy. The boat's back in the water. The water's back in the water. What?
Goes back in the boat.
No! The doggies are happy. They're kind of back in their usual habitat. Mimi's overseeing the galley. She knows it's almost lunchtime, so we're gonna go some cooking. And Hachi's his miserable self as always. Hello, buddy. Did you just wake up? Oh, dearie me. Good morning. Rain, wonderful rain. It's so miserable. So once we get underway, I'll go make some lunch because I'm starving. And you're starving because you're always starving, aren't you? Food is life. And we're going to Holyloch, so no idea really why. We're just gonna go and basically test the engine, make sure everything's working, and that we're not gonna end up, I don't know, sunk or on fire somewhere. One or the other.
Sunk or on fire?
Yeah, or sunk on fire. Could be worse. Yeah. See, sinking while on fire. That's the one. Get there eventually. So, hey. And probably once I get to Holyloch, we'll probably have to clean up the rest of the boat again and continue with our projects again.